on earth was going through your mind when it happened?
On Monday night?
Yes, when the gal walked up on stage and said, I'm his daughter. He's alive.
I was skeptical at the time, and things have happened since that day that I'm more than just skeptical at this point. But there was enough information that she had that had me possibly believing it. And I'm not sure if they showed it, but at the end, I did hug her. I said, just in case this is my niece, I'm going to hug her. You know, but I was skeptical even at that moment.
So now, I mean, it's all rumor mill, what's going on, I mean, this kind of surrounding the aura of Andy Kaufman.
Right.
Is this all a hoax? Are we all victims of another hoax? Or are you hoaxing us?
You know, I've been processing lots happened since Monday. A lot of nights where I haven't slept well, just trying to figure it out. And where I am today, which may be different than yesterday, certainly different than Monday night, is I still have a glimmer of hope that he is the mastermind behind it all. But more likely, someone else is behind it with his help. That, before he died, I believe he did give someone information so that they could know this information.
Now, one of the reasons you believe that is because of a letter you say you received, right? What did it say?
Which at the time I thought may have been real. I didn't tell anyone about it because I was told not to in the letter. I have the letter with me if you want me to.
Yeah, do you have it right there?
Yeah,
And this was back in '99.
A copy of the letter.
Okay.
So it's 1999. Your brother had said he would be at a certain restaurant at a certain date.
Right.
What happened?
But let me just say, I was there when he died, okay? I was there when he was emaciated with cancer. I had to keep it a secret that he had cancer. He asked me not to tell the family. So when he tells me not to tell my father about this letter, it's Andy. It's Andy trying to protect my father's feelings. So I'm assuming it's Michael who's reading this for several loving reasons. Michael, I am sorry for the pain I must have inflicted on Mom, Dad, Grandma Lily, Carol, and you. I hope you can understand my reason. And he writes number 2 first, for the heck of it. Number 1, to have a life. There was too much pressure to be Andy Kaufman. I just wanted to be Andy. I think that's why I got sick. I had to change completely and quickly.
So what did you think when you received this letter? Obviously, that must have been sort of chilling. And also, did it feel like your emotions were being toyed with? You mourned the loss of your brother, as anyone would.
And having mourned the loss, I've gone through the most difficult part. You know, that was awful. You know, my brother, you know, he was only 2 years older than me, and he was life. He was like bigger than life. Every time I was with him, it was magical.
Look, I grew up loving him. He set all new kinds of standards, not just on Taxi, but what he did with his comedy and Blurring the Line. And that's why it puts you in a jam, with all respect, because you have to process this as a brother, but also, I can't not believe that you're somehow putting us on right now because of who we're talking about.
Right.
This is what made Andy Kaufman great. So why wouldn't his brother wind up trying to extend the legacy a little bit with a hoax? And it's okay if you are.
I understand that. No, I understand where you're coming from.
But you're saying that's not what it is. You're not motivating this.
Right, right.
Do you believe your brother's alive?
I have a glimmer of hope. But if I had to bet on it, I would say no. I would say that he told somebody else, you know, the secret handshake we used to have, how he used to make fun of me for being a nice guy and saying, oh, they're on to you, no one's believing it. And, you know, all those kind of, you know, how many toothbrushes he used, all that kind of stuff. He could have told somebody and said, carry this out for me. Or he could have hired somebody. Today, that's where I am with it.
So what do you do now? Do you just sit and wait and try to process? Do you try to seek out more answers and see if there is a glimmer of hope in your mind that he could still be alive? Do you seek out to try to find him? What do you do now?
Well, I've been sitting with this for 14 years.
Right.
And pretty much I've done nothing. You know, I put the letter in the safety deposit box and that was it. I think now I might try to find out who was behind it. Back then I didn't, you know, I had no...
The actress offer anything up to you? Because it turns out that she does have a real father, and they say it's not Andy Kaufman.
Right,
so.
yeah. I don't think she is, even if Andy's alive, I don't think she's the daughter.
Does all of this upset you, or do you kind of grin and say, if my brother was up to something and that's what this all is, it's just sort of typical
This is
Andy?
Andy.
If I told you that part of this amuses me, would I be sick? Would I be like,
You're allowed to feel how you
yeah,
feel.
yeah. Part of this amuses me. If Andy's dead and this is happening and he helped it happen, I'm amused. If he's alive and he's doing this and he really is happily married and all that, I don't like that he trusted somebody else over me, but I'm still kind of, I always try to see the positive side, so I'm trying to be happy for him.
But it does say something about his legacy and how many lives he touched and how much people
all
love
this
him. The
time,
fact that
it's
after
true.
all this time,
Yeah.
how many people are talking about this and care about this and want to find the answers along with you.
Remember him as he was, and
Yeah.
TMZ will find him if he's out there. Don't worry.
But you know, what's being lost, that I'm scared is being lost
Yeah.
on all this is, you know, my father passed away this summer. And we played a video of my father addressing the Andy Kaufman Award from
yeah.
2009, which you see the love there between, that they had for each other, which is not apparent, and that's being lost.
You always have that in your heart.
Yeah, and also the winner of this year's Andy Kaufman Award surpassed what Andy did on stage
Wow.
through the use of video. He was able to have present Harry talking to future Harry, and just what he did was the same, was what Andy did in his writing. So I just don't want that to be lost
It's
in all
great
this.
to be reminded of what he was about,
Yes.
if nothing else.
Thanks
Yes.
for joining us, Michael. We
Thanks for
appreciate it.
joining
It's a
us.
pleasure.
Good luck
Thank
in your
you.
search for answers. We'll be right there with you.